FaZe will definitely not be signing s1mple. That's according to HLTV editor Striker. Striker claims that Sasha won't be coming back to the team after his break from CS. Is it really that the Americans can't afford Alexander? This is the Steam Inventory Helper team. Let's break it down. But before we start, now's the perfect time to remind you that the case opening simulator is already available in the extension and is constantly being updated. There, you can spin one case at a time or test your luck by opening 100 cases at once, and then check the stats in the loot list or on the graph. I was really lucky to get an expensive knife from my second 100. You can see for yourself, the chances for that are extremely low. This situation had already been addressed earlier by Launders. I don't think FaZe have that kind of money. I heard that the players themselves paid for Frozen's buyout. This is really a family-type team. They've got decent contracts, but I don't see FaZe as an org that seriously invests in roster growth. Brokey will most likely return to FaZe, according to Overdrive. As for s1mple, things are much murkier. I've heard many times that Brokey is returning to FaZe and that they didn't want to pick up Sasha. NaVi don't want to take him instead of Wonderful either. This could be a serious blow for Kostiliev. It seemed like he had finally found a lineup with great chemistry and was ready to shine again on the Tier 1 level. If this signing truly doesn't happen, we risk losing Alexander for a long while again. Let's suppose FaZe really aren't willing to wait and buy him out. What about NaVi then? Rumors of their current AWP are being benched have been circulating for a while. But is Brokey or Wonderful really more promising long-term than the greatest player in Counter-Strike history? Meanwhile, the Latvian sniper has already started grinding FaceIt after 2.5 months of inactivity. We'll keep following the updates and waiting for the next chapter of the CS King story. PashaBiceps, a CS scene legend and one of its most charismatic players, is now also an entrepreneur. Just recently, he launched his own energy drink. Doesn't matter if you're chasing a major title, training for a marathon, or just starting your journey in sports or esports. Train, fight, and chase your dreams with a cool head and on your own terms. That's what Papito promises. Natural caffeine, sugar-free, vitamins, and only 5 calories per can. It comes in 2 flavors, Epic Classic and Lemon Mint Flashbang. Yeah, pretty clear who's a fan of flash grenades here. The drink is already available in stores across Poland. What do you think? Will Pasha manage to turn his charisma into a successful business? Envy's CEO touched on the idea of returning to CS2. Hastro said, "We don't want to jump in with a roster that has no chance. We're looking for a way to bring Envy back to majors as soon as possible." He also admitted he regrets leaving the competitive scene too early. Reminder, Envy's last tournament was all the way back in 2020. Flashpoint. It's a shame that such a legendary tag, once home to world-class players like Kenny's, Scream and Kiyoshima, disappeared so early. The Amouranth team is falling apart. After a poor showing at the major, they decided to part ways with 2 players. Recently, we moved Stanislaw and Fizzy to the bench. From Austin to Shanghai and beyond, thank you both for your hard work with the org. The team captain took the news extremely hard. Devastating. I poured nearly 2 years into this project and the way it ended just breaks my heart. That's esports. I wanted to rebuild my path, but management had other ideas. I'm not done competing, especially when I was so close to being back on top. The former team's AWPer said the decision caught him off guard. I was a bit surprised to be benched. Obviously not what I wanted, but I respect the org's decision. We had a really solid run together and I'm proud of what we achieved. I still have the hunger to perform and play at the highest level. Let's see what's next. Even though the team underperformed at the major, this player put up insane numbers, playing a huge role in winning the Americas qualifier, finishing with a 1.46 rating. At the major itself, he still posted a solid 1.11 rating. Statman reacted to the roster changes. This is like Vitality benching Zywoo and Apex right now. It's a shame to see such a promising project fall apart, but it's very intriguing to see who they'll bring in as replacements. On X, formerly Twitter, HLTV posted a short interview with YEKINDAR. Marex named his ideal player based on 5 parameters.
Aim donk. I think that's the easy answer. Movement Monacy. I think Monacy is one of the best.
Brain or awareness?
Zywoo. I think Zywoo is super smart. Really smart.
Then utility?
Okay, Serrano, bro, this guy has surprised me. This rat is hiding HEs from everybody. He's not showing HEs. He's just oh, suddenly we like talk about the scrim and whatever. We start rewatching the scrim, and then suddenly, oh, 800 utility damage. Like, where did you get that? And then he's like, oh, you see that he's throwing a lineup he's never showed. And I'm like, bro, like share some information, bro. Like, we're all trying to win the same game, you know? Leadership. I mean, I've been super surprised with Fawn. For like a week, I thought this guy never tilts. He's such just like a good person. One time I only heard like, guys, please listen to me a little bit more, okay? If you guys don't listen to me too much, it pisses me off. This is what I heard, and I was like, okay. When Fallen says that, that means he's almost crossed the line, so we need to be careful with that, you know? But super cool leader.
Fallen immediately appeared in the comments and wrote, "YEKINDAR, please say you stay or I am gonna start being very worried." Valve finally patched the buy bug. An enthusiast from the channel More Games showed how players could get an advantage from it. Specifically, during the pistol round of the second half, you could buy any weapon if you followed a specific set of steps. Important to note, this was extremely hard to pull off in a normal match, even with a full party. In the final round of the first half, stay AFK at spawn and don't buy anything. Wait for your teammates to kill all enemies within the 20-second buy window, right before the side switch animation, buy armor, then sell it as the sides switch. Voila! You now have $1,800. The exploit was patched after 3 weeks, but Valve wouldn't be Valve if fixing one bug didn't create another. Data miner Thawer reported that revolvers were completely broken after the new update. According to him, you could fire 2 bullets at once, right-click to shoot, then immediately left-click. A few hours later, he retracted his statement. "It's not a new bug from this update. Sorry for the misinformation. I've just never seen this before and no one ever talked about it." In the comments, some people say this bug has existed since CSGO and has always been in the game. Others argue it's not a bug at all, but a feature. The right-click shot has a faster reload but lower accuracy. The issue is, nobody seriously plays with the revolver, and even fewer track potential bugs with it. Maybe it's finally time for Valve to rethink the meta.